When I started my career in law enforcement back at the turn of the century, I never thought I would end up here working human trafficking. But as a young detective, I was thrust into a case involving some local gang members that were trafficking young girls here in the Northern Virginia area. That really changed the course of my life. From that point, I started to investigate human trafficking and realize the prevalence. But as I uncovered case after case and recovered victim after victim, the one thing that was missing was the ability to serve these victims, to give them the support that they needed on that path to recovery and rehabilitation. And I remember several years ago sitting down at a local Wegmans with Kay Duffield, the executive director of Nova HTI, and having a conversation with her and saying, we need somebody that's willing to stand up and serve these victims. And I'm so thankful that Kay and her team heard that message, and over the past several years have developed a robust set of services for victims of human trafficking. And I'm so happy that we are able to continue to partner with her and her organization. I now serve as the executive director of the Just Ask Prevention Project as we work in communities throughout Northern Virginia and around the world to bring an end to human trafficking. We work on the prevention side and partner with organizations like Nova HTI, who are working to provide the services and support for victims of human trafficking. And Nova HTI is doing a fantastic job as I go back and visit with some of the young ladies and survivors that I had the privilege of working with in my time in law enforcement. They talk about the warmth and the comfort that they got at Nova HTI and all the support that they got on their road to recovery. But unfortunately, there's still a piece that's missing. A lot of these young people who are being recovered out of these situations have nowhere to live. There's no residential shelter or treatment for them here in Virginia, and it's really a necessary component. These survivors, these victims of a horrific crime, are recovered and then not have a place to call home. And so that's why it's so important that we are able to build a shelter for victims of human trafficking. People say, well, why not a homeless shelter? Why not a domestic violence shelter? And I can tell you that working with a victim of human trafficking, they have unique needs. They deserve the respect of having a home that is designed specifically to meet those needs. And so I'm thankful for the ongoing work of Nova HTI, the partnership that they have with the Just Ask Prevention Project, to be able to bring those services and to serve all of those that have been affected by this horrific crime. And thank you for your partnership in the fight to end human trafficking and to serve those victims.